My dear friends, we are back with another free login campaign. This is all the hype because a lot of people don't necessarily subscribe to the game all the time. Not everyone is like me and, crazily, makes content on the game every single day of their life. But it is healthy to take breaks, and it is a great opportunity to come back to the game now, as there's lots of events coming up. So the free login campaign actually started yesterday, the 1st of February. That started at 8 a.m. This lasts until the 21st of February 2024 at obviously 14:59 GMT, or the 22nd of February at 1:59 AEDT. The reason I would suggest waiting a little bit though is because we've got a couple of events. One, we've got the Moogle event currently live in the game, which is great if you want to come back for that. But if you wait a little bit longer before actually activating your free login eligibility, then of course an option that you could wait for is this Valentine's Day event. So you'd be able to do this for free, essentially. Come back in and play the game. So that's what I would do if I was you. I'd wait for the 7th of February and then I would activate the free login. Log in, come and do the Symbol of Love quest, get yourself the Love Heart emote, and of course the Valentine's Heart Chair. Perhaps you might want that for Dawn Trail if you come back to the game, a more permanent sort of situation, and maybe you get a house in the future. But definitely for the emote, because of course subsequent years, obviously the follow-on year, the items will be available for purchase with real money. You'll no longer be able to get them in the game past that initial availability. So I personally would recommend for you to wait until the 7th of February before you activate your returning status. So the reason I say this is because you only have a few days of free login, right? It's not like you get a 30 days or anything like that. So this is how it works. First of all, you need to confirm you meet the eligibility requirements. This is the same as every other eligibility requirements. We'll look at that in a second. Then we launched a Final Fantasy XIV client, log into that, and as soon as you log in, not necessarily actually press the play button, but as soon as you put your credentials in and press login, that is when your free play period will begin. So bear that in mind. Don't just type in your details, go, oh, I'll go to work and, and come back and continue. You're better off waiting until you have the time to play before putting your details in. Then you just enjoy the Final Fantasy XIV free play period. If you're interested in the eligibility, you must have previously purchased and registered 14. All registered service accounts must be set to inactive during the campaign period, and the registered service account must have been inactive for at least 30 days. So if you have played in the last 30 days or you've been subscribed to the game in 30 days, you will not be eligible, as it says here very clearly. Again, the campaign details started from yesterday and will last until the 21st of February. I would strongly suggest you wait until there is a lot of things happening so you can get them all done at once. Make the most of that free period of time. I know a lot of people have unsubbed from the game specifically because they're waiting for Dawn Trail. I totally, I agree with that. That's awesome. Not everybody wants to be in these sort of lesser sort of times as we're running up towards the end of an expansion. I can completely understand that. Perhaps you've recently done all of the recent patch content and you're taking a break and playing other games. There's some really fantastic games coming out, including from Square Enix this month, actually. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, etc. So yeah, the free login period does actually give you 4 days, including the day on which you first log in. So if you logged in, as soon as you type in your details and press login, that is when it starts. And that will end on that 4th day. It has a fixed date sort of time period of when it ends. So it's not just like I've started this and it will end at a certain time. It ends on that 4th day and it will always end at 23:59 GMT. So bear that in mind. So you might want to make a habit of starting this in the morning perhaps, or something like that, so you get the full period of 4 days. It is based on the GMT time zone. The campaign passes automatically to the next day at midnight. Yeah, so there we go. And then, of course, on this website, which I'll link in the description of this video, there's the client download. yeah, I don't think there are any other restrictions to be aware of. But yeah, a lot of people make this as a great opportunity to come back to the game. I would make the most out of the Moogle Tome event. The Moogle Tome event is surprisingly easy this time around, especially since you've got the new Mogpendium system as well. You've got the ability to do ocean fishing to get like 50 of those. If your character that isn't subscribed to the game currently has ocean fishing unlocked and you have Fisher, then you'll easily be able to fish out that stuff in a couple of days. I would imagine you could pick up some really nice items, enjoy yourself, you know, treat yourself to a love heart emote whilst you're there, and then when it ends, right? There's no stigma telling you that you need to resub to the game. You can just come back in Dawntrail, and that's exactly what I would recommend for you to do. But give it a few days to make the most out of it on the 7th. Anyway, much love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.